Welcome back! Drama series Breaking Bad Season 5, Episode 12. The vault is in Jesse's house, and it looks like the place is on fire. Walt looks on from outside, apparently convinced that Jesse must have destroyed the evidence linking them to his criminal operation. But something feels wrong. Instead of leaving right away, Walt started thinking about Jesse. He realizes that Jesse is unpredictable. More importantly, Walt knows Jesse has a reason to hate him. Walt's fear soon turns into obsession. He needs to know what Jesse is planning. Meanwhile, Jesse is in a completely different state of mind. He's been through an emotional wreck. After realizing that perhaps Walt has just betrayed her again, Jesse no longer trusts anyone. He also suspects that Walt has been responsible for more of the suffering around him than he first realized. Jesse's grief and anger reached a dangerous level, but instead of facing Walt directly, he decides to disappear. This creates a major problem for Walt, because Jesse knows too much. Walt started looking for Jesse. He approaches Saul Goodman, hoping that Saul will be able to find him. Saul's people eventually find Jesse, but Jesse doesn't want to talk. He's determined to stay away from Walt. For Walt, however, that's not enough. He needs to get Jesse back under control, and this is where the vault manipulation gets particularly annoying. Walt understands that Jesse still has emotional connections with the people he cares about. So instead of just threatening Jesse, Walt tries another strategy. He tries to reassure Jesse that he still cares about her. Walt's attitude is intentionally sentimental. He talks as if Jesse is still part of his family, but the audience knows the truth. Walt's not just trying to protect Jesse, he's trying to protect himself. If Jesse talks, Walt's entire empire could be destroyed. Skylar is also becoming increasingly uncomfortable with Walt's behavior. She's already seen how far Walt has gone, but now she sees that Jesse represents an entirely different kind of threat. Jesse Gus isn't like Fring. He's not a professional criminal who plans every move carefully. Jesse is emotional, unpredictable, and angry. This makes it harder for Walt to control him. Skylar understands that if Walt and Jesse turn on each other, the consequences could be devastating. Jesse finally receives a call that changes his perspective. He starts thinking about all the things that have happened to him. Poisoned child, the missing cigarette, Walt's manipulation, deaths related to their operation. And suddenly, Jesse had a horrible realization. Walt's been manipulating her since the beginning. This realization completely changes Jesse's behavior. He doesn't want to escape now. He wants revenge. Jesse decided to attack the vault where it hurts most, his money. Jesse believes that Walt has millions of dollars hidden somewhere. If he can find her, then he can expose Walt's empire. And Jesse has a clever plan. Instead of confronting Walt directly, he decides to reassure Walt that his money is at risk. This makes Walt nervous, and when Walt gets nervous, he makes mistakes. Jesse carried out part of his plan by pretending to be careless with gasoline. He gives the impression that he has discovered where Walt's money is hidden. Walt is immediately terrified. He hurries to protect his destiny, but Jesse has already guessed that reaction. This plan works because Jesse understands something important. Walt's greatest weakness is his obsession with control. Walt gets frustrated. He needs Saul to help him deal with Jesse. But Saul is increasingly uncomfortable with Walt. Their relationship has changed dramatically. Earlier in the series, Saul was happy to help Walt solve problems. Now, the vault's problems have become too dangerous for Saul as well. Saul warns Walt that Jesse is unstable, but Walt refuses to listen. She believes it's important to stop Jesse, the disappearance of Jesse's money. Jesse's actions also force him to face his past. He has spent years trying to escape the criminal world, but every time he comes close to freedom, Walt pulls him back. Jesse is beginning to understand that as long as Walt remains alive and free, he can never truly escape. This realization leads Jesse to the final decision. He wants to destroy the vault. One of the most pivotal moments comes when Walt finally manages to contact Jesse. Walt tries to talk her into a calm manner, but Jesse is not interested in forgiveness. This conversation shows how much their relationship has deteriorated. One time, Walt saw Jesse as a student, then as a partner, then as someone he needed to control. Now Jesse sees Walt as the source of almost everything that has destroyed his life. That's all for today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch the next episode and take care of yourself. Thank you.
The Empire is rising. Secrets, betrayal, transformation.